Today, we are going to study the very first chapter of Business Studies CBSE Class 12th, that is the meaning and characteristics of management. Let us study first what the meaning of management stands for. It's a very common word which you might have heard many times. So what this management says that the work has to be done in group, and suppose I am a leader and my subordinates are there. So what work which I want to get it from them, willingly, with happiness, they are giving me that work efficiently and effectively. This is what the management is. So in short, I can say that management is an activity, it is an intangible activity which is done in a group and the outcomes are effective and efficient. Then this is known as management. Now what the effectiveness is? Effectiveness is time bound. When the work is done on time, then this is known as effective. And we know that the cost is incurred in any kind of project. So when the cost is reduced and output is better, this is known as efficiency. The quality is maintained and the cost is reduced. This is known as efficiency. So business is all about the activity which includes effectiveness and efficiency and performed in a group. So this is all about management. Now here another important task is characteristics of management. So these are the characteristics of management. We're going to understand one by one. The first is management is goal-oriented process. We all know that any work, any project we take in our hand, there is a particular aim, motto or goal. Imagine you are playing a football and there are no goal posts. So where the ball will go? Who will kick the ball to where? You know, this is totally a useless activity. Similarly, when we don't have any aim or goal, how will we perform the task and for what? Therefore, management is a goal-oriented process. I have set my target within 15 days. Out of my 50 people staff, I want to make 100 shirts. So this is my target, and accordingly, I will manage my working hours, my number of people, the work, expertise, everything. So management is a goal-oriented process. Now we move on to the second characteristic, that is management is all pervasive. Here this word may be new for you. Pervasiveness means operated at every level. At your home, your mom is doing a domestic work since morning till night. Your father is going to a job. You are going for studies. So everywhere management is required. Similarly, in the factory, in the industry, the grassroots level workers and the top CMD or MD, everybody has to set some criteria, some task, how they are going to work. So management is required at bottom level, supervisory level, middle level, higher level and the topmost level. This is known as pervasiveness. Everywhere at all level, management is required. The third characteristic is management is a group activity. No big project can be completed in an isolation. We need number of people to perform that activity. So it is needless to explain there that management is to be done in a group. So management is a group activity. Management is multidimensional is our another characteristic. Now the word multidimensional means more than one dimension. Actually management acts everywhere. So it has more than one dimension. So what are these dimensions? Management has basically three dimensions. That is why it is known as multidimensional. Management of the people, of the work and of operation. Now we will go first to the management of people. Management of people means how many number of people we require, who are expertise in what, total number of supervisory level, manager level and top level. That is management of people. Who will do what? Basically, in short. Management of work. Who will do which type of work? This is known as management of work. So, which people will do what kind of work? Who has expertise in what special work? That has to be seen. This is known as management of work. How the work has to be operated, whether it is a labor intensive or a capital intensive, which type of machines, how many number of product Everything is seen under operations. This is known as management of operation. So which people will do what kind of work is management of people. Who will do what kind of work is management of work. What kind of work totally in a day we have to do, and how that work has to be performed is management of operations. The next characteristic is management is a continuous activity. Continuous activity means when the one project is finished, when the one task is completed, the management is not over. Another task, another project has to be handled by the organization. That is why it is known as management is a continuous activity. It has nothing more to explain in that. It is a self-explanatory point. Now another point is management is dynamic. It is very important to understand. Earlier when you used to go to the market, in the long back years, the 1 or 2 person from the village used to go to the city, they buy the goods and it is distributed in the villages. Then the shop culture started. Now there is a mall culture. Everywhere the clothes are hanged on the hangers, you are taking your own choice and going to the counter and paying the money. Home delivery system, the shopkeepers who are performing home delivery system, people are preferring more. It means with respect to the time, the nature of management should keep on change. That is what it says, that management is a dynamic activity. As the business environment is getting changed, the pattern of management is changed. You might have seen that in government offices there was a problem that people are lethargic, they are not working well. So nowadays a half partition cabins are there. Half partition cabin means a boss has his eye or her eye onto the whole staff. The cabin of manager is of glass made. This is the newly changed types which we are seeing. A biometric machine is there so that no person, no employee can be late. This is what, these are the newly adopted changes in the management activity. So management is dynamic. Management is an intangible force is our another characteristics. Intangible force means it is totally a thing of creation of mind. How we have to perform the work, which thing will be better, our last experiences are what kind of loopholes we had seen, how we have to change it, how we can create a new ideas in performing the management comes under intangible force. Tangible means which we can see and touch. Intangible means which we can experience only. So it is a mind game, mind mapping and a mental exercise. So we can say management is a mental exercise. That is why it is an intangible force. The last characteristic of management is it involves creativity. Every time a new thing which we have seen in the dynamism, it has little bit of change here. Creativity means how the same idea which we have got through the dynamism, we can present it. This is known as creativity. So in short, we have seen that management is goal-oriented process. It is all pervasive. Group activity, multidimensional, means of people, work and operations. Management is a continuous activity. Management involves dynamism. Management is an intangible force and management involves creativity. So this is the very first topic of your first chapter, that is the characteristics of management. If you like it, like, share and subscribe. Thank you.